Have you ever been on stage wondering why your mic sounds terrible? Maybe you've seen someone in a hardcore band hold the mic like this. Maybe you've seen somebody holding it like this. Maybe you've seen somebody holding it like this, screaming between drags of their Virginia Slim cigarette. That's a cool look. It's because they're idiots, because they're dumb. It's because they don't have a time machine. This video didn't exist yet. Today I'm gonna walk you through some technique basics, the right way to hold a microphone, show etiquette, and some gear recommendations. So we're gonna take you from looking like a chump to being a semi-pro starring Will Ferrell. And we're gonna do that right now.
So I play in a rock and roll cover band, and we have guest stars sing with us almost every week. That could be from local heroes to actual, touring professionals. No matter who's singing with us, my mind is consistently blown by the way that they handle a microphone, and I don't mean that in a good way. Most people have no clue what they're doing. Bad mic technique is not something that you just run into at shows for music, presentations, speeches. You see this stuff everywhere, and it is so annoying because it's so easy to fix. So technique, the first thing that's really important is your voice needs to go into the microphone.
Nice shot!
That's rule number one. A dynamic mic, when you're on a loud stage with a rock band, means you need to be as close to the microphone as possible. Dynamic mics are directional, so that means it needs to be pointed right at your mouth because that is where the sound is coming from. This is good. If your band is loud, and especially if you're a quiet singer, don't be afraid to be right on the mic. Also, if you're on a small stage and there's drums behind you, your head is gonna act as like a drum shield almost. It's pretty much the only thing blocking the microphone from picking up the drums. If you go like this, and you're singing in your fucking Billie Eilish whispercore, whatever the fuck, mic goes right here. Not right here. Make the microphone perpendicular with your face. Think of it like you're drinking a Molson's Canadian. This good, this bad. Remember, a live or dynamic microphone is different than a condenser microphone or typically the type of mic you would use in a recording studio. You really have to be close to this mic and you need to stay in front of it directionally. Number two, hold the mic from the base. Don't hold it from the grill. I don't know if you guys have ever taken apart a microphone, but the capsule of the mic lives up here. So, when you go like this, you're covering up the microphone. Do you notice how that sounds different? You shouldn't do that. The mic is meant to be held here. Here, you can hear shit, you can hear my hand, and it completely changes the EQ curve of the microphone. This is not what my voice sounds like. It sounds like a fucking ham radio. Hold it here. Not here. Not here. Not here. Here. Number three. This one probably causes the most problems live. If you have monitors, like wedge monitors on stage, this is where your feedback is most likely going to come from. When someone's done singing, they'll go like this. And they just drop their hand and they point the mic down and forward, which means they're pointing the microphone directly at the monitor, which causes feedback. Don't ever do that. Don't fucking point the mic right at the speaker. Who told you to do that? Why? Who said it was okay to do it? People do this every week. It is so weird to me. And then they look around. Did I say something? The speakers are screaming at me. Oh, I think your sound guy's bad. It's like, dude, what are you doing? You are the problem. Stop pointing the mic at the speaker. Hold it up. Even if you have to drop your hand for some reason, make sure the mic is pointed upwards. You don't have to walk around like this when you're not singing. I get that that's weird, but you can't point the mic directly at the speaker. It's just never gonna be okay.
Number one, bring your own microphone. You should have your own mic. Whether or not you use it every night kind of depends on the venue you're going to and maybe some situations, but you should definitely own your own mic. It's really not fair that everyone in your band is spending tons of money on their gear and you just get to fuck around and show up and spend no money on anything. And also, hygienically, it's kind of weird. If you were using somebody's amp, it's not like everybody's licking the same fucking amp, but the shit is basically going in your mouth. It is disgusting to just assume you're gonna use a venue's mic all the time. Bring your own mic. Number 2, show up on time. Just because you have less to load in doesn't mean you can be an asshole. Number 3, help with load in and load out. You just brought a microphone, dude. You can help. They will appreciate it, and it's the right thing to do. You're in the band, you guys are a team, you're focused on the same goal. Just because you're the singer in the band and you're the superstar doesn't mean you are exempt from this sort of stuff. I know you don't have any other gear, so that's even more of a reason to do it. You don't have shit else to do. You're a team. All right, mics I think you should check out. Some classics and some robust newcomers that I would recommend. Number 1, the Shure SM58. Virtually indestructible. You'll find them everywhere in my hand right now. It's good, affordable, sounds totally fine. It always works. You know, it's everybody's first mic pretty much. Along the same lines, the SE Electronics V7. Also only $99, so the exact same price as the Shure SM58, but brighter and clearer sounding for sure. Billie Eilish sings into one of those. I'm talking about Billie Eilish a lot today. A lot of people are using these SE V7s. It looks cool, in my personal opinion, from using these, because we use these on our wireless mics. This has better gain before feedback and better rejection. It's definitely cleaned up our stages. So I would recommend this over a 58 personally, but they aren't as popular yet. I think they will be. Sounds like a more high quality version of a 58 to my ear. Next, we're moving on up in the world. This is the Electrovoice ND96. I use this microphone most of the time. I love this microphone. You might notice it's got a unique shape there. It's for people who really eat the mic, who really keep their mouth right on that microphone. You're playing in a loud band, so it lets you get your mouth right up on that capsule. Let's say you're playing on a small stage with a loud drummer. This is the mic that you want because it allows you to get right up in there and be loud and be heard over the instruments. It sounds really good, it's really clear, it has a lot of rejection, and it's $199. I really like this mic, I think it's great. Along the same lines, another $199 microphone, the Audix OM7. This is a hypercardioid mic, so an extremely tight polar pattern. You have to stay right on this microphone to make sound. If you back up or move away from it, you will get significant volume loss. But the good news is you will not pick up the instruments around you. So this is a mic that gets used on drum vocalists a lot because the drummer can sing and it won't pick up the sound of their drums, which is really sick. This one is really, really great gain before feedback, and it has the best off-axis rejection. So if you stay on the mic and you're really worried about being heard over stuff, this one is super good too. Last but not least, we got the Shure KSM9. This is a condenser mic, so this is gonna have like really unmatched clarity. This will sound almost like a studio microphone, but it's made for live settings. You don't wanna use this on a small stage. This is for a big stage because it will pick up everything, but it really will showcase your voice and exhibit nuance that these other dynamic mics won't. So if you're not playing in a super loud scenario, this might be one that you want. It's also a lot more expensive. It's a great mic. The fact of the matter is, people want to hear you. Nobody wants to not hear you doing whatever you're doing. If you need to talk into a microphone, talk into it, right? Don't put your hand over the capsule. Don't hold it 6 feet away from your face. This shit is not rocket science. Just follow a couple basic rules and everyone will be happier for it. Let me know if you have any questions on any of these mics. Join us on Discord. You can ask me anything, literally 24 hours a day. I never sleep. If you're interested in taking lessons or getting any one-on-one direction from me, you can find that on Patreon. Let me know if you own any of these or if you have any experience with these. I love learning stuff, and I sure love spending money on gear. Thank you.